Breaking news that we're just receiving now. We hear
at the Tezpur Air Base in.
This is the final journey of Flight Lieutenant Achu that you're seeing on your screens at this point. These are the last rites that are being carried out of the officer who died in the Sukhoi 30 plane crash, and now the last rites are being carried out. His remaining mortals were brought home. It's the final journey of Flight Lieutenant Achu that you're seeing on your screens at this point. And as you can see from the visuals on your screens, this is the final journey of Flight Lieutenant Achu, the pilot who lost his life in the Sukhoi jet crash after taking off from Tezpur in Assam. He suffered fatal injuries, and now his last rites are being carried out. Let's go across to Ramita, who joins us on the phone line. Ramita, sad visuals right now, the last rites, the final journey of Flight Lieutenant Achu. We see his family members, they're carrying out his final rites. Tell us, you're there, what is the scenario like?
So the mortal remains of Flight Lieutenant S. Achu was brought to his Thiruvananthapuram residence here. The funeral will be held at his ancestral home in Calicut. That will be with full military as well as state honors from the Air Force. The body has been kept here at their Pongamud home. It now is staying back to his remains. As of know that Mr. Pinarayi whole of other people will be coming over to home today. Mother and father are right. His sister, she is unwell to travel, so she is there at the Calicut, their home. Till after 5 today in Thiruvananthapuram, the mortal remains will be shifted to the Thangod Military Hospital, where the Air Force will keep the mortal remains in safekeeping. And tomorrow from there, it will be taken on a special flight to Calicut, where the body will be cremated.
Right, Ramita, now it took several days to finally find the remaining mortals of the young pilot, Flight Lieutenant Achu, and clearly, like you mentioned, his family is in a bad shape at this point.
That's right. It's in fact very unfortunate to even watch the parents sit in front of their son's mortal remains. It cannot be put in words. In fact, how they feel. His counterpart from the Indian Expo comes here to pay respect. Friends, family, relatives all over the gathered here. In fact, as I said, the situation cannot. It is important.
Right, Ramita, you continue to stay with us. Let's now go across to Snehesh, who joins us on the phone line. Snehesh, we can see the visuals of the last rites being carried out of Flight Lieutenant Achu. It took several days to find out the remains of this brave pilot.
Absolutely. The accident happened on the 23rd of May, and this happened about 60 kilometers northwest of Tezpur. Now, the area where this accident, where the aircraft crashed, is a very heavily forested area. Which means that the accessibility to this area was very difficult, and hence, the special forces from the IF and the Indian Army was airdropped into this particular zone. And despite being dropped 800 meters away from this crash site, the Air Force, the special commandos took 1.5 days to actually reach to the spot of the debris. And it was only 2 days later, during the searches, when they recovered certain personal artifacts of the pilots, including blood-stained shoes, wallet, and certain other items, following which a DNA test was conducted. So the IAF maintains the DNA records of all its fighter pilots, and the DNA that was recovered from this spot was matched with the DNA of these pilots in the records. And following this only is when the IAF declared both these pilots dead.
Right, Snehesh, and as we can see from the visuals on our screens, a very sad time, a depressing time for the family to going through a moment like this.